On this week's Guinness Behind the Badge, we're with the Leicester Tigers.
See how many times we muck this up, shall we?
Yeah.
I hate these bits. I get told to say something, I don't like it. John's like, I hold it here, and I was looking at it. Here it is. Take one.
That one.
I feel really awkward standing like this in the middle of it. Do I say Tom Youngs? Oh, hi, hello.
Say hi, I'm Tom Youngs.
Tom Youngs, Leicester Tigers hooker.
Dan Cole, Leicester Tigers tight prop, and today we're going to talk about scrummaging.
Really hard.
Yeah, the tight role is pretty essential to the scrum because you're the sort of anchor of the scrum as you've got two blokes against you. There's an loose head on my right hand side and the hooker on the left, and there's a lot of force coming through outside, so as tight you've got to be able to sort of anchor your own scrum, hopefully get the scrum moving forward, because obviously set piece ball is vital, and also you've got the ability to sort of transfer the weight from your hooker and your second row and your flanker in behind through the scrum into the opposition.
Yeah, the role of the hooker is to make sure actually the tight head is in a good position and he's comfortable and all that, and then regarding you set them low, you set the height of the scrum really, and then you get the second rows in and you're sort of the middleman of the whole thing really. You're sort of the calling, you're the guy who sort of can feel things where they're going and stuff like that, and sort of chat to each other during the game and sort of make sure everything's all right for both props really. It's a great contest now, isn't it? And you can get some good penalties out of it, and you know we've won a few games from our scrummaging, and we work very hard on it in pre-season, all through the season. So it's something we pride ourselves on. When you're sort of got 8 guys pushing against their 8 guys, if they're mobile, coming around the field, you know it saps your legs on both sides, especially if going backwards. So it's a good way of sort of draining the opposition's forwards legs. So there are holes for the backs and stuff to run through later in the game. So you can get dominance there, it can break a side at times, you know, and when you're going backwards, it's not fun. We've all been there. So you can put pressure on the opposition at the backs as well, because they don't want to knock a ball on. They don't want to cause a scrum because you know there's opportunities where they're going to lose penalties in the field position. So that's, you know, it's not just the sort of the front row it affects from 1 to 15, which is, you know, obviously a massive plus. You have to enjoy it, yeah. Especially at this club, and there's a few other clubs around the country, but we do work very hard on it. We look at all the little details and massively in binding and all that, and you know, we always talk about it and other people's scrums and stuff like that, so we do all enjoy it. It's another place in the game where, you know, you get different body types, different shapes and stuff. You know, I wouldn't be effective on a wing, but you can be effective in the set piece, and that's the sort of, you know, that's what the game's for. The game is for all shapes and sizes. It's an area of the game where you can have an outcome on, you know, on the bearing on the game, without having to sort of be, you know, a Tom Crawford over this world. Well, actually, I played against Leicester. I was in Nottingham, and I played against Castro, Methven, and Marcus Jerza, and I was on painkillers for the rest of the week. And I remember the conditioner here, Al Martin, said to me, "God, your posture looked terrible running about." And I was like, "Yeah, because I couldn't actually hold my neck up. I was like running like this around. My neck was that fatigued." And that was a great experience, but I still enjoyed it for some strange reason. I think it comes with the territory. You know, your role when you sort of play at tight at Leicester, you have big shoes to fill, you know, because it's great international for you. Yeah, it's like a benchmark. If you don't make the benchmark, you ain't going to play here.